Anna, you made it! I am over here by the main staircase.
Mark, hi. Wow, just wow. I have lived in Vienna for 2 years, and this is my first time inside the Kunsthistorisches Museum. I cannot believe it. This entrance hall is one of the most beautiful rooms I have ever seen.
It is breathtaking, isn't it? The marble, the gold, the paintings on the ceiling. The building itself is a work of art. I am so glad we decided to come today.
Me too. This is the perfect activity for a Saturday morning. It is like stepping into another world. Thank you so much for inviting me to come with you.
It is my pleasure. I love this museum, and it is always more fun to experience it with a friend. I am very excited to be your personal tour guide for the day.
I am very happy to have a tour guide. This place is huge. I would not know where to begin. Where should we start our artistic adventure?
That is the big question. Let's look at the floor plan. We have a few main options. We can go to the picture gallery, which has all the famous European paintings, or we could visit the Egyptian and Near Eastern collection, or the Greek and Roman antiquities.
They all sound amazing. But let's start with the oldest things. I think it would be fascinating to see the Egyptian collection first.
An excellent choice. Let's travel back in time to ancient Egypt. The collection is this way. Anna, you made it! I am over here by the main staircase.
Mark, hi. Wow, just wow. I have lived in Vienna for 2 years, and this is my first time inside the Kunsthistorisches Museum. I cannot believe it. This entrance hall is one of the most beautiful rooms I have ever seen.
It is breathtaking, isn't it? The marble, the gold, the paintings on the ceiling, the building itself is a work of art. I am so glad we decided to come today.
Me too. This is the perfect activity for a Saturday morning. It is like stepping into another world. Thank you so much for inviting me to come with you.
It is my pleasure. I love this museum, and it is always more fun to experience it with a friend. I am very excited to be your personal tour guide for the day.
I am very happy to have a tour guide. This place is huge. I would not know where to begin. Where should we start our artistic adventure?
That is the big question. Let's look at the floor plan. We have a few main options. We can go to the picture gallery, which has all the famous European paintings, or we could visit the Egyptian and Near Eastern collection, or the Greek and Roman antiquities.
They all sound amazing. But let's start with the oldest things. I think it would be fascinating to see the Egyptian collection first.
An excellent choice. Let's travel back in time to ancient Egypt. The collection is this way.
The Egyptian collection was absolutely fascinating. I feel like I have just had a history lesson. Thank you for explaining everything so well.
You are very welcome. I am glad you enjoyed it. Are you ready to move forward in time by a few thousand years?
I am ready. Where are we going next on our tour?
I think it is time to visit the main attraction of the museum. We are going upstairs to the world-famous picture gallery.
The paintings. I am very excited about this part. This is where all the masterpieces are, right?
It is. This museum has one of the most important collections of European art in the world. We are going to see works by some of the greatest painters in history.
As we're walking, I just have to say again how much I love the atmosphere in this museum. It is so peaceful.
I know what you mean. I love the sound of footsteps echoing in the big, quiet halls. Everyone speaks in a soft voice. It is a very respectful and contemplative environment.
It is. It makes you slow down and really look at things properly. It is the complete opposite of our busy, modern world outside. It is a very calming experience.
Okay, we have arrived. This is the first main hall of the picture gallery, and this room is very special. It is dedicated to one single artist, Peter Bruegel the Elder. This museum has the largest and most significant collection of his paintings in the entire world.
Wow. So he must be a very important artist. I am not familiar with his name. Which painting should we look at first?
We should look at his most famous masterpiece. It is this one right here. It is called The Hunters in the Snow.
Oh, I recognize this painting. I have seen it in books and on posters before. It is amazing to see the real thing in person. It is so much bigger than I imagined.
It is very powerful, isn't it? Bruegel painted this almost 500 years ago. What do you see in the painting?
I can see three hunters walking home through the snow with their dogs. They look very tired. And in the background, down in the valley, I can see a frozen village with people ice skating on a pond.
Exactly. It is a perfect depiction of winter life in a small village. Bruegel was a master of detail. If you look closely, you can see hundreds of little stories happening. You can see children playing games, a woman carrying wood, and even a bird flying in the sky.
You are right. There is so much detail. It is a very realistic scene, but it also feels very cold and a little bit sad. The hunters do not look very successful.
That is a great observation. It is not a romantic, idealized picture of winter. It shows the beauty of the landscape, but also the hardship of daily life. That is what makes Bruegel such a genius.
I could look at that Bruegel painting all day. There are so many details to discover. But I am excited to see what else this gallery has.
Let's move on to the next room. There is another one of my all-time favorite paintings in here. It is by a Dutch artist named Johannes Vermeer.
Vermeer. I know that name. He is the artist who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring, right?
That is him. He only painted a very small number of pictures in his lifetime, so seeing one in person is very special. And this one here is considered by many to be his greatest masterpiece. It is called The Art of Painting.
Wow. The first thing I notice is the light. The way the light is coming through the window on the left and illuminating the room is just incredible. It looks so real.
Vermeer was the absolute master of light. Look at the details. You can see the texture on the map on the wall and the way the light reflects off the golden chandelier.
It is so realistic. It feels like you could just step into that room. Who are the two people in the painting?
It is a painter in his studio painting a model. The model is dressed as Cleo, the muse of history. The painting is a beautiful allegory about the art of painting itself.
It has a very quiet, mysterious, and peaceful atmosphere. It is very different from the busy Bruegel painting, but it is just as captivating.
It is very different, isn't it? The Bruegel painting is a huge, epic landscape full of people and stories. The Vermeer is a small, quiet, intimate scene of just one room.
It really shows how varied art can be. Both are masterpieces, but they have a completely different feeling. It makes me think about my own personal taste.
What do you mean?
Well, I think I enjoyed looking at both paintings, but I felt a stronger emotional connection to the Vermeer.
Really? Why do you think that is?
I think I am more drawn to art that focuses on atmosphere, light, and a quiet, emotional mood. The Bruegel painting was technically brilliant and interesting to look at, like a history lesson. But the Vermeer painting, it made me feel something. It felt very peaceful and mysterious.
That is a wonderful way to describe it. It is so interesting how different people connect with different types of art. For me, it is the opposite.
You prefer the Bruegel?
I do. I love paintings that are full of details and stories. I love looking at all the different characters and imagining their lives. My brain is more attracted to the narrative and the historical detail. But I also agree that the Vermeer is one of the most beautiful paintings ever made.
It is a good thing the museum has both. There is something for every taste.
We have been walking and standing for almost 2 hours now. My feet are starting to feel a little bit tired.
My feet are tired too, and my brain is full of art and history. I think I might need a short break to process everything we have seen.
I was thinking the exact same thing. And I know the perfect place for us to have a break. This museum has one of the most beautiful cafes in the entire world.
A museum cafe? I was just thinking that a coffee and a piece of cake would be the perfect thing right now.
Then you are in for a treat. The cafe is located right in the center of the museum, under the main dome. The architecture is just as stunning as the paintings. Let's go.
Arriving at the cafe. Mark, you were not exaggerating. This is incredible. We're sitting in a grand, opulent hall having a coffee. This feels very luxurious.
It is a very special experience. It is the perfect place to sit and talk about all the art we have seen. What would you like to have?
I think we're in Vienna, in a grand cafe. It has to be a coffee and a slice of soccer tort.
An excellent and very traditional choice. I will have the same. This is the most elegant coffee break I have ever had.
That was a wonderful break. The soccer torta was delicious, and it was so nice to just sit and rest our feet for a while. I feel re-energized now.
Me too. As we were sitting, I saw a sign over there for a special exhibition. Are you interested in taking a look before we leave?
A special exhibition? What is that? How is it different from the main collection that we have been looking at?
The main collection is called the permanent collection. It means those artworks are owned by the museum and are on display all the time. The Bruegels and the Vermeers are part of the permanent collection.
So I can come back and see them again next year?
Exactly. But a special exhibition is a temporary exhibition. It is only here for a limited time, maybe for a few months. It often features artworks that are on loan from other museums around the world, or it focuses on a specific theme or artist.
So it is a unique opportunity to see something that is not normally here. What is this special exhibition about?
Let me see the sign.
It is an exhibition of modern photography. It is called Faces of the City. It is a collection of portraits of people from different cities around the world.
Modern photography. That is a complete contrast to all the old master paintings we have been looking at. I think that sounds very interesting. It would be a nice way to end our visit.
The photography exhibition was fantastic. It was so modern and powerful. It was a great contrast to the historical paintings.
It was. I feel so culturally enriched today. My brain is full of beautiful images. Thank you again for this wonderful morning. I think we should probably start to head towards the exit.
I agree. It is almost lunchtime. But we have to make one final, very important stop before we leave.
And what is that?
We have to visit the museum shop. It is a rule. You can never leave a museum without browsing in the gift shop.
I completely agree. I love museum shops. They always have such beautiful and interesting things. I would definitely like to buy a small souvenir to remember our day here.
Me too. Let's have a look. Wow, there are so many beautiful art books. This big book about Bruegel is very tempting.
It is beautiful, but it is also very heavy to carry home. I think I would prefer something smaller. Oh, look at all these postcards. They have postcards of all the most famous paintings in the collection.
That is a great idea for a souvenir. They are inexpensive, and you can put them on your wall.
I have found it. Here is a postcard of my favorite painting, Vermeer's The Art of Painting. I am definitely buying this. And this book here looks great. It is a small guide to the museum's masterpieces. I think I will buy this as well so I can read more about the paintings we saw today.
Those are perfect choices. A beautiful postcard and a book to continue your learning. What a great way to remember your visit.
I think so too. And what about you? Are you going to buy the giant Bruegel book?
It is very tempting, but I think I will be sensible today. I am just going to buy a set of postcards as well. I can send them to my family and friends. It is nicer than just sending a text message.
That is such a lovely idea. They will be very happy to receive a beautiful piece of art in the mail. Okay, I am ready to pay.
Me too. After paying, well, our visit to the Kunsthistorisches Museum is officially over.
It has been a truly wonderful morning. I have learned so much, and I have seen so many beautiful things. I feel so inspired. Thank you for being such a knowledgeable and patient guide.
It was my absolute pleasure. I love sharing my passion for art with people. I am so glad you enjoyed it.
I more than enjoyed it. I think I have a new hobby. I want to visit more of the museums in this city.
Well, Vienna has dozens of them. We could make this a regular thing. Maybe next month we could visit the Leopold Museum to see the Schiele and Klimt collection.
I would love that. It is a date. But for now, I think it is time for lunch. All this culture has made me hungry.